Listo. Listo.
I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breasts.
Listo.
Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you.
Listo. Continuemos.
As the Emperor's spies told him, Ciri had reached Novigrad. A lone attempt to find her in the North's largest city would certainly fail. But Gerald had friends he could count on. The Witcher decided to contact Triss Marigold.
Listo. Vamos allá. Continuemos con la aventura. Pues, ¿qué ha pasado aquí? ¿Qué ha pasado aquí? Que tenemos una mega armadura. Tenemos una mega armadura bendecida con palabras. Unas mega espadas bendecidas con palabras. Y estamos en el 21. Encuerados. No desnudos, sino forrados en cuero. Gerald está borrado en cuero. Y vamos a ver por fin a Triss. Actriz Marigold, que es la otra waifu de Gerald. Triss, ¿dónde estás? Vamos allá. Misiones. Aquí. Triss, ¿dónde está tu casa? ¿Dónde estás tú? Por fin te vamos a conocer.
The eternal flame will burn away our sins. Looking to make some coin too, eh?
Por fin vamos a ver a Triss.
People.
Vamos a ver a Triss. Para ver en dónde está Ciri.
Help a poor fellow out.
Para ver dónde está esta niña. Aquí. Listo. Llegamos, llegamos.
Hey, sod off. We're looting here.
Así. Lárguense.
Want you gone by the time I count to 3. 1,
Hear that?
2,
Ooh, looky. Thinks he can scare us off.
3.
That's your stomping ground. Keep it together, lads.
¡Guau!
No, don't. No more, please.
Ah, bueno.
Where's the sorceress who lived here?
Most likely hiding in some rat trap with the rest of them.
Who's she hiding from?
Temple guards cracking down. All mages are fair game. Yeah, they round them up like rats.
Someone's gotta know more.
I'd look for her in the Putrid Grove.
Putrid Grove. Where is it?
I wouldn't know. Rumour has it, it's a place for freaks and oddities. You'd fit in well there.
Maybe. Thing is, gotta know how to get there.
They say you've got to get there through the sewers, but you've got to enter them outside of town. Few know where exactly, though. Ask a beggar. Or spot yourself a thief, follow him. Beggars and thieves got to pay tribute to the king of beggars. Word is, they do it in the grove.
Mean to say the local beggars have a king, crown, scepter, and all that?
Wouldn't scoff, mate. King of beggars, it's a moniker. Yeah, for a man who everyone in Novigrad respects deeply.
And watch yourself. Menga himself don't even go to the Grove.
Someone call for me. Wonder why.
It's Menga.
Temple guard.
Mengi.
Thieving vermin to the confession chamber.
What, but sir, what's the offence? This is some sorcerer's bitch's shop.
Think that gives you the right to steal her property?
Well, sorcerers, mages of all types are outlaws.
But by law, the temple guard takes possession of their belongings, and the rule of law still holds in Novigrad.
Qué conveniente. Todo se va para allá.
You know a bat can sniff out a moth a mile away.
Wow, toma lo copió.
Got nothing to do with their sense of smell. It's about their hearing.
Well, well. Man knows his bats. Here I thought you only cared about monsters. And as bats sense moths, so I sense freaks. And start by warning them. Novigrad's no place for your kind.
Heard Novigrad was no place for mages. Now you're telling me it's no place for witchers. So who's it a place for?
Righteous folk professing the one true faith in the eternal fire. Nothing I can do to you now, but just know that I know you're here. One misstep, one error, you'll make a mistake, it's inevitable.
Ya veremos.
I'll be the first to learn of it, and when I do, it'll be standard procedure, like for every magic oddity who dares taint this city's air.
Pinche pelón. Pinche pelón. Toma la onda, bueno. Vale, vale. Ahora busca a unos ladrones en la plaza mayor y síguelos con cuidado. Ok. Ok.
Oh, deepest apologies, Governor. Fetch
Mírenlo,
some
mírenlo.
wretch.
Lo puso a perder. Ay, ay.
I've been robbed! Thief!
¿Dónde va? ¿Dónde va? Ah. Ah. Se me perdió.
The thinking customer will see right away I've got the best deals this
real,
side.
as they say, a bard must be a quick discretionary tribute to benefit.
You seen the new witch?
No. They're worth seeing.
¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está?
You know the Ballad of
Bucks
Wonder?
of lasses
who
for the
scored
land
Oscar?
already
Se me
taken
perdió.
by
We could
Nilfgaard.
try it at home later. Nice.
Se me
Must
perdió el
need
ladrón.
someone to show them around Novigrad.
You read my mind.
¿Dónde está? Busco unos ladrones en la plaza mayor y síguelos con cuidado, vale, vale. ¿Dónde están los maldos ladrones?
I've heard of you. As they say, a bard must be a quick
Ahí está.
talker and a witcher a quick stalker.
More cautious than I thought. Can't get too close.
You know the Ballad of Wonder?
Ahí está, ya lo veo. Oiga, oiga. Oiga.
He sensed something. Gotta stay further back.
Vamos que nos ha visto. Tenemos que ir en la esquina. Y por acá. Darle limosna es indigente, no mentira, no dar nada.
Arms for the
¿Será que es
poor.
aquí?
Whoa! What a killer!
As they say, a bard must be a quick talker.
Ah, ¿se no?
Sir, be merciful. Give us a crown, eh? My mum's sick, and if I don't feed her, well, she's like to die of hunger.
Ay, maldita sea. Toma.
Here.
Thank you, you gold-hearted man. Care to hear me tell a woe?
¿Sí?
Some other time. I'm in a hurry.
Ya va. Ya va.
The bonny birds that prance by here.
Maybe it's unhealthy, this.
Allá va el otro. Allá va el de Leo.
Did you hear the juicy bit from the last race day, the Vagelbutts? The Kaviri legate wagered a whole bundle at villages and he lost. You don't believe that yourself, do you?
¿Qué tanto me puedo acercar antes de que se alerte? Bueno, pues que no vimos a Triss.
Eternal fire will light our way.
Que ya veremos a Triss.
He sensed something. Gotta stay further back.
Vale.
Pizza rank.
Más atrás. Sí, sí, allá va.
Fall upon your knees before the
Uy, qué pena,
eternal
señora, qué pena.
fire.
Ahí está.
You think they'll do it?
¿Listo? Que se vaya. Wow. A ver.
Open up.
Who are you and what do you want?
Que adentro.
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated killer, methinks.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it, gotta contribute to the Grove's upkeep.
Don't know the password.
Pay up then.
¿Cuánto es? Toma. Ay, no, lo puedo convencer con magia.
You may enter. Oh, right after you leave me your weapons. They'll be safe in my locker.
Ay. Vale.
Fine. Make sure you don't lose them.
No worries. Be waiting for you once you're done with the king.
Más vale. Vale. Que sin armas también le damos. Le veo bien esa cara. Listo. Reúnete con el rey de los mendigos.
What ails you?
Sí.
It's as rain.
Thank you, my lord. Right miracle.
Por aquí. Por aquí será. No creo. No. No es por aquí.
Eternal fire protects us. Gives monsters the shits. You've got the streets respect, Witcher.
Mum, look what I found.
Nice a party
Aquí.
necklace. Where'd you get it?
So,
Es aquí.
how are things?
Good. More and more people come to our secret camps.
Aquí
About
es.
time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple
Está.
guard.
Triss.
Who do I spy?
Es Triss. Mírenla.
Hey, Triss.
Qué
See,
bella.
you two know each other. See, you two know each other well. I was curious whether you'd managed to find me, Witcher.
Your spies tell you I was looking for the Putrid Grove?
My skull would be a home for bottom-feeding river fish if I didn't keep an ear to the ground. And please, Putrid Grove? Ugly name for our cosy little hideout, wouldn't you say?
So what would you call this dive?
Dunno. The Garden of Liberty, maybe?
For a man who shakes down beggars and thieves for tribute, you're quite the romantic.
You say tribute, I say taxes. You say thieves, I say hard-working street clerks.
Claro que sí.
See, Witcher, I've got plans, big plans, far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City Council is a puppet troupe with the hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city, because it will be our city one day, Gerald. Mark my words.
Yours, plural.
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because like I see, well, you clearly need it.
Claro que
Gerald,
sí.
I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along.
Wow, qué bella esta waifu, no. Preciosa.
What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Marigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Marigold parted with someone very dear to her and had to start anew. Hasn't turned out like I imagined. Come on, let me give...
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever.
Cierto.
Damn shame to part.
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon. Nice to hear a few kind words, but my friend needs his weapons.
Course, I got 'em. Said I'd have 'em, give 'em back. So I'm giving 'em back. Here's your junk.
Thanks.
You watch out for yourself, miss. Novigrad's not what it used to be. Not a city for you.
Está celoso. El pinche guardia.
I take it you're a Novigrad on important business.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely?
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
Her? Here? No, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more?
Bueno, Triss, no te metas entre el público, entre la gente. No los atravieses. Vamos. Vamos, mujer. Mujer bella y sexy.
Hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse, I did. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
No, lo haré yo. Claro que sí. ¿Quién más? ¿Quién más debo hacer?
I can do that. Where'd you toss the package?
Near the crane. Second bridge in from the harbour.
I didn't expect such devotion.
Yeah.
Wanted to freshen up anyway. Let's go.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fall didn't break until I began to prick his heels. Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing.
Huh.
Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Klug.
Entra al sótano. Por acá. Por acá ya. Hazlo tú mismo. Esto ya lo leí. Ese también ya lo leí. Ya leí todo. Todo me lo he leído. vamos. Listo, usa tu sentido de grupo para encontrar el pasadizo secreto y ábrelo.
Dead.
Hey.
You're gone.
¿Qué pasó, mujer? Ah, vale, vale. Mátalo, mujer. Pues. Mátalo tú. Toma. Listo. Listo. Listo.
There's a draft. Should be an exit here. Klug wouldn't have sent us here if there wasn't. Must be a lever on this wall that'll open the secret passage.
Ok. Busco una palanca o algo así. Aquí está. Un ladrillo para hundir.
Free city of Novigrad. The name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin, and winning a war takes three things. Coin, coin, and even more coin. That's why they're exterminating mages, confiscating their property and possessions. And they'll go after not... Judging by what Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
Vamos, Gerald. Vamos, que a ti le gusta el gesto. ¿Dónde está? Aquí será esto. No, ¿qué? ¿Qué es esto? No, no. Es una gaviota marina. ¿Qué cara va a hacer una gaviota ahí? Miren. Hice el mío acá del agua para que no le llevaran los huevitos. Pinche juego. Ya lo vi, ya lo vi. Pinche juego loco. Juego locochón. Juego locochón. Aquí está. Ahí está. Ah, pinche juego loco. Listo, Triss. Tengo el paquete. Ya lo tengo.
Find the parcel? Or did you get wet for no reason?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat. Oh, and this.
Y una paloma y una gaviota.
Hope the contents aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
Un sol que
Seem
voy
to
a
be in your
tocar.
element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on, 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for one.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
Nothing hurts as much as love.
Greetings, sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
Triss, you told this man you're a sorceress?
Of course. She was looking for work. That's her chief asset.
Are you, Triss?
I know it was reckless, but competition's stiff here. No one would hire me if I claimed to be a common rat catcher.
More importantly, no one would believe such a beauty could be an exterminator of rodents. But I'd prefer you not to tarry and begin.
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon & Co. is a serious outfit. We've the largest granary in all Novigrad.
Pagarás por adelantado. No, vamos.
All right then. Let's get to work.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related.
Listo.
Washed your hair lately?
I'll cover half the space, you take the other half. Look for evidence of rat activity.
Mm-hmm. Thing is, I know what evidence of manticore activity looks like, but rodents?
Gerald, we'd both rather be somewhere else. I'd rather be sitting in a royal council meeting, but they killed my king. Look for crevices and droppings.
Once we place this incense, what then?
I'll cast a spell and the rats will leave.
Can't do that without sprinkling incense? Don't really feel up to looking for rat shit.
Stop whining.
Si verás ratas. Esos son perros, no ratas. Wash. Vale. Coloca trampas para ratas por el almacén. Usa tus sentidos de brujo para guiarte. Tres trampas de rata. Alrededor del almacén.
Ready?
Not yet.
No.
Uh-huh.
Estoy por aquí. No. ¿Qué estoy haciendo? Volvemos por acá. Es por aquí.
You're going. This warehouse job won't wait, you know.
Allá voy, mujer, allá voy. Allá voy. Aquí.
Looks like a good spot.
I don't like that guy.
Brandon? I don't either. He's much too fat.
Can't help but agree.
But no. Notice how he didn't try to haggle?
Must really want the rats out.
Triss, he's a merchant. He makes his living by haggling.
If I worried about that sort of thing, I'd starve to death in this city.
Aquí hay otra.
A master monster slayer in the world's largest city. Looking for rat shit. Jeez.
A trabajar, Gerald. A trabajar.
Where do you think you're going?
Ah, no, por acá, mira. Falta una. ¿Dónde está? Por acá. No. Carajo. Qué gigantes. Una por aquí. Aquí está la otra. Aquí.
Think I plugged every hole in there.
All right. Get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk.
A ver. Sí.
Well, now we wait for them to scurry away.
Interesting method. Never had much luck with rats. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound, and...
Reconciled?
Qué bella, no, preciosa esta mujer.
Knew a man once who reacted to everything, especially adversity, by mocking it.
Healthy attitude. Must have lived long.
Came a day he lost both his legs in battle. He shrugged, said it was better that way. He'd never feel pain in them again.
I understand him perfectly.
I know. Thing is, he was lying to himself.
I think he just didn't have much of a choice.
You could be right, but only he knows the truth.
We're only ever the ones to know the truth about ourselves.
Which we share at times with those we hold dear.
Even if it's hard to swallow?
Even then.
Who knows? Maybe one day. So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
She's fine.
That's good.
Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
Qué bella. Qué bella esta waifu. Es una preciosidad.
Well, well. Our lovebirds having themselves a little chat instead of working.
Que no ve que ya se está haciendo tonto.
The job's done. Gerald, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart to refuse.
Okay,
Gerald.
This stank from the start.
Such a sharp sense of smell. You should have legged it while you had the chance.
I don't generally leg it. Here's what I think you should do. Pay up and march your boys out of here while there's still time.
Don't be ridiculous. I didn't hire a sorceress in order to pay her.
Take my advice, mutant. If it's not your business, stay out of it.
Thanks for the advice, but I can't take it. All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this horse, son.
As have I. Neither is to leave here alive.
Vamos a ver. A ver.
Come on, come closer.
He killed him!
What?
That bastard hired me on the assumption you wouldn't have me duped and trapped like a child. If not for you, we need to find Brandon.
Claro que sí. Vamos a encontrar ese calvo usurero. Calvo traidor. Ven acá, pelón.
Don't kill me. Good sir, no. They forced me. Had I not told them, they'd have set fire to my home, my warehouse. The
No.
mage hunters know no mercy.
No para los usureros.
Spare me, good man. Be not like those murderers.
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse. So you'll live and pay us double. Now.
Fine. Your coin.
Now, get.
Thanks, Gerald.
Con gusto, mujer.
No need. Glad I could help.
You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri, and I just got an idea. There's an Oneiromancer in town, Corrine Tilly. Very capable, supposedly.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Corrine's been very effective. You should at least try. She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal, away from the fish market. The house is near the first bridge. Its owner, de Jonquier, is a rich banker.
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to take care of.
Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying. Such are the times.
It was nice to see you again.
You too, Gerald. You should go now, before Corrine goes back into hiding somewhere.
What if I want to find you?
I live in the Bits, near the fish market. Stop by. It'll be nice.
Wow.
All right. See you later.
¡Wow! ¡Qué preciosa Triss! ¡Qué preciosa! La veremos luego. Ahí está. Esa era Triss Merigold. Otra waifu para Gerald. Preciosa. El dulce del día.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolph de Jonquier. Of those de Jonquiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Wow.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
I'm looking for Corrine Tilly.
Oh, you've come to the right place, then. Corrine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
Why do you need to know the house's history? You a historian or on a whim?
I bought this property a short while ago. Paid a pretty penny, I might add. Soon after, I witnessed disturbances. Led me to fear the home might be haunted.
What are the symptoms?
Oh, they vary. Giggling in the night. And furniture moving about in the attic. And last week... Well, you shan't believe it.
Yeah.
I found human feces in the parlor.
Not interested in what's going on inside? Seeing it for yourself?
I'm a banker. Cursed homes scare me. Do you know how a haunting can affect property value? Point of fact, Corrine requested she not to be disturbed.
I'd like to go inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. You may enter, call that my whim.
Bueno, yo entro.
We're already dependent on the black buttons, economically.
Vale, yo entro. Claro que sí. Como siempre. Yo lo hago. Gerald lo hace. Yo lo hago, pero eso sí. Cojo lo del ramito. Lo que encuentre es mío. ¡Ay! ¡Qué miedo! Eso dio miedo. El fantasma, el fantasma.
Stop!
¡Ah!
Go away! Don't do that.
¿Qué?
Leave it!
¿Qué digo eso? ¿Qué digo eso? Que está embrujada la pinche casa. Arriba será. Sí, aquí dice que arriba. ¡Uy! ¡Uy! ¿Qué es esto?
Please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
¿Qué carajos es esto?
Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
¿Qué carajos? Es un criaño.
Wake up. It's just a dream.
Despierta, mujer.
The door. The attic.
All right. Time to check the attic.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Qué sexy. Qué,
Stop. Go away. Don't do that.
qué encantadora.
Leave it.
Poseída. Vale, arriba. Que mira arriba, me dice. Que mire arriba.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Pobre mujer. Pobrecilla. Qué sexy que es.
Stop. Go away.
Vale,
Don't do that. Leave it.
sí, por acá. Aquí es un criaño la criatura.
Way to the next room's blocked.
Ah. Aquí está el criaño. Bien. Dibujo. Un niño en una cuna. Papel en el que se ha dibujado una cuna. Parece hecho por un niño. Ok. Ok. Aquí. La muñeca.
Strange stuff. A doll. Drawing shows it lying in a cradle. Maybe I should find one.
Ahora hay que buscar una cuna. ¿Listo? No, acá. Listo, ahora sí. Listo. Ahora sí. Aquí está. Aquí está el pinche fantasma.
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle. Guess I should find an oven.
El horno. Aquí será. Aquí. Aquí es. Ah, aquí. Ya.
Boo!
Ah.
Did I scare you?
Sí,
Scared you, didn't I?
a mí sí,
Tell
yo
you
no lo sé.
scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny.
Traviesa.
Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
Vamos, niña.
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that, eh? Eh?
If it looks like one and acts like one, trust me, you're a godling. You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretended
Traviesa,
like everyone
niña.
think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved in. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes? Yes? Yes! Do that and I promise not to bother your friend. Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
Bien. Hay que ganarse a la gente. Y a las diosecillas. Claro que sí, todo por las buenas. Claro que sí. Bueno. Vamos a hablar con la soñadora. Hola, dormilona.
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right. See you there.
Vale. Listo. Ya tenemos otra pista cada vez más cerca del sitio. Cada vez más cerca. Bueno, Ahí le damos casa a la diosesilla.
I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
A bit of both. A demon had captured Corinne. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corinne dream of the building's past?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently, though she refused to talk about it. Nobody should inhabit the place.
So many crowns I paid! Oh, well. It shan't put me in the poorhouse. Truth is, we're already dependent on the black ones, economically.
Tiene dinero, va a estar bien. Y diosesilla tiene casa. Atraviesa diosesilla. Listo, entonces vamos con Corny en el estudión de oro. Por la próxima pista.
I'll miss a woman's
Que nos
touch.
digan dónde está Ciri. ¿Dónde estás, Ciri? Ven acá, señorita.
I'm knackered.
Hola, buenas.
Someone else right, amateur.
Buenas, buenas.
Racial hygiene's as poor as their personal hygiene.
Oh, ah no, arriba.
Got a sharp
Arriba,
pain
arriba.
on my spine.
Rum and supper I never refuse.
Abajo. No hay escalera arriba. Hay escalera abajo. Ah no, sí hay escalera arriba. Aquí está.
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri.
Sí, cuando morí.
I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
Bueno, vale.
Yes.
No need to rush. We have time.
Bueno.
Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. Had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall, A stone came loose. She lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I see. Do you wish to tell me anything more?
Vale. Todos los chismes, contémosle
Yes,
todos los chismes.
I think so.
In that case, I'm listening.
It was after her time training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment when Yennefer first called Ciri her daughter. We'd been separated. I knew she was in danger. I dreamt of her multiple times. I found her at Stege Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try it again.
These memories, they're intense. Do you wish to continue?
Bueno, el último sí.
I have more to say.
Then please do.
It was in Rivia. The second war with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Yennefer lay dying as well. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there. That was the last time I saw her.
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
She's a child of the Elder Blood.
A descendant of bloody Falker. The rebel burned at the stake. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
Know when a legend transforms into prophecy? When it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about the woman. I see. Do you wish to say more?
No.
No. Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Yennefer wasn't in Novigrad. Triss was. But Ciri never found her. Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot.
¿Qué? ¿Qué fue eso?
swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times, the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
The rosemary and thyme? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge. The rosemary is just past it.
Dandelion inherited a brothel?
So I've heard.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri.
Gracias, mujer. La sexy bella durmiente. Listo, vamos a llevar en bar. Llevar en bar buscando así. Listo. Ya tenemos otra pista. Ya tenemos la otra pista. Al romero y tomillo. Listo. Cada vez más cerca de Ciri. Vamos a ver qué puede esta niña. Uy, qué pena. ¿Qué puede esta niña? ¡Guau! Un matón. Así. A ver. Limpiando las calles. Sacando las ratas de las calles.
Black ones, Redanians. As long as they pay, don't hit.
Wonderful.
God, the Reaper's come for me.
Greetings, Ibier.
Greetings, Gerald. How might I be of help?
No, no puedes ayudar en este momento.
So long.
Pues... Por aquí sí es.
It's a material world, and I'm a material girl.
Ah! What's he doing here? Oh, God. The Reaper's come for me.
Aquí. Aquí es. ¿Qué? ¿Por dónde entro? Ah, por atrás, por atrás. Por aquí.
I'll never come back, you stinking... Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth. Gerald, in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't going more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
With pleasure.
Ok.
Into his sword.
A ver.
Take it!
Mutant dies now!
That's enough of that.
Reminds me of our days of yore. Eh?
Yeah,
What?
it's like we never left Bergen.
Está duro. Ya le dieron. ¿Listo? Listo.
Please.
Qué violencia.
That went well. Now we can greet each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training
Ya
plenty
so.
lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You,
Eso
though,
vamos a
you've
ver.
withered a bit. Something worrying you?
It's about Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. I just barely returned, as you saw. Expecting to come home to a hot like a boar and some cold ale. And what do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Haven't a clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
Listo. Aquí están.
Aha! A note from a grateful muse.
Reading someone else's letters.
My visage red and hot, I plunged into purest ecstasy, imbibing its nectar. Your dexterous digits on my soul's yearning chords.
Vale.
The faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount de Letonov, the title of Master of the Seven Liberal Arts.
Keep forgetting he's got that damn fool name.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion.
Vale, vale. Ahora sí. Acá hay otra carta. Carta de una admiradora. ¿Qué? Carta de una admiradora. La fuerza de tu mirada hipnótica ruborizó y acaloró mi semblante. De repente todo el mundo se sumió en un torbellino de olvido, y yo me zambullí en el más puro éxtasis, bebiendo de su néctar, la música y el canto. Tú, en aquel instante me sentí como si fuera el laúd que tan hábilmente tenías, y solo anhelé que tocaras con tus diestros dedos las cuerdas anhelantes de mi alma. Ok. A ver. Ahora sí.
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for. It's his planner.
Dandelion and planning? Good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late, the dog.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Suit you?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Listo. Lee la agenda de Jaskier. Agenda de Jaskier. ¿Dónde está la agenda? Aquí. Agenda de Jaskier. Rosa Bar Atre. Como una rosa avergonzada de su color carmesí. La justa rosa se hunde en la melancolía por el manejo de la espada enana. Cambió las clases de cortesía. En una residencia encantadora rodeada por un jardín en Villa Aurea. Molly. Al encaje a la seda está acostumbrada, pero se olvida al ser por la lujuria abrazada. Villa Aurea. Residencia al lado del depósito de cadáveres de Espula. Aunque de apariencia tímida, nunca terminé ningún... Es que son las descripciones de las mujeres. Que, aunque de apariencia tímida, nunca teme ningún lance. Y me desahogo cuando suelta. Siempre lo has tenido tan grande. Y ya, lavandería al lado de la desembocadura del Pontal. Maravilla. Aunque con las puertas cerradas, sus gritos son divinos. Frente al público la ahogan los ronquidos. Los restos cerca de la plaza del pobre. El hijal. Una doble personalidad de lo más singular. Mira muy profundamente o te humillará. ¿Qué? Una sastrería. No muy lejos de la curtiembre. Listo. ¿Y ahora qué? ¿A ir a donde todas esas waifus? Sí. Bien. Me encanta ir a hablar con waifus. Bien por eso. Vamos por las waifus, Gerald. Encantadores los capítulos con waifus. A ver, cojo lo de mi rodamiento. Cojo lo del rodamiento. Nada por aquí, que acá para mí, todo, lo llevo todo, listo. Nada por aquí. Uy, ¿qué era esto? Ah, no, nada. Solo un jarrón. Listo. Con eso tengo. Voy a otro piso. De acá. No hay nada. No hay nada. No había nada. Listo. Ahora sí. Vamos a ver a las waifus. Listo.
Still here? Looking for something?
Just checking to see that everything's in place. Buggers might have hauled something off for pawning.
Actually, glad you're still here. Wanted to ask you about someone. Though well she knows the touch of silken lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace.
Molly keeps things tidy for the Baroness Lavalette.
A baroness within reach and he settled for a chambermaid?
Dandelion's not one to judge folk by their station. You know that. Like he says, in the alcove, we're all equals.
Yeah. Guess a true poet observes life in all its aspects, examines it from all perspectives.
Oh, yeah.
If I didn't know him better, I'd say he was jealous about this Marabella.
Oh, I doubt it. Former pupil. And well, the tales he told me about her.
Doubt I want to hear them.
Probably better off not. Things between them took a turn for the strange at some point.
Meaning?
She had him wearing mummers' costumes. Took to calling him Christian, referring to herself as Anastasia.
Huh, truly perverse.
He didn't ken half of it. Called him her stallion once. That's the fool took it as a compliment. Till she pulled a bit in the reins into her cupboard. Poor bastard fled out the window.
Vespula.
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 Name rings a bell. She threw his knickers out the window.
That's her.
Hollered something about him being a scoundrel with a voice like a consumptive pheasant.
That's her.
Threw flower pots at him.
Guess soul flames never die.
El chisme, el chisme.
Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humor's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility to swing her dwarf with agility. Dwarf. Never suspected he'd be so humble.
Dwarfs what Rosa var Atre named her Guihir. Well chosen, eh?
All right. But Var Atra? Her dad happened to be the Nilfgaardian ambassador?
He is. You know him?
Wouldn't say that. Had a brief conversation with him at the palace in Vizima.
Well, then you've a good notion of the kind of bloke he is. Commissioned Dandelion to tutor Rosa and her sister in the art of rhetoric. But we Rosa preferred swordplay.
How dare she reject the great bard in favor of a common swordmaster?
More than one, it seems. Week on week, we get fresh gossip about her thrashing another instructor. So bad he resigns. Word has it her dad's now looking to hire her next victim. I mean, instructor.
A figure most rare, her nature dual. Look deep in her eyes or be made a fool. Well, well, seems fascinated with this one.
Not without reason. Never been much for elven women myself, but this one's exceptional. Dare say Francesca Finderbeard be jealous.
You want to take this one, then?
Nah, you can have her.
Why?
See, elven beauty's like a young Beauclair wine, whereas I prefer vodka straight up.
Well, know about all I wanted to know. Thanks for your help.
Listo. Vamos a ver a las chicas.
You see what I see?
¿Cuál primero? Está aquí.
Your very presence is an affront to the eternal fire.
Ah, está afuera.
I've had enough of living.
Está acá afuera.
As long as the damp don't make me sick.
Por allí.
Julia, you agreed to pay him.
¿Qué? Acá está.
I will get you every last copper. With interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Oh!
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Ay. Ya hacemos, ya llevamos.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
The King of Beggars made a deal with Junior. This is his turf now.
Didn't hear nothing about that.
But you have heard what Bedlam does to people who cross him. Or you need a demonstration?
Come on, Fritz. Boss wants it that way. It's how it's got to be.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. To think there are men who'll help a stranger out of the kindness of their hearts.
Not entirely out of kindness, and you're not entirely a stranger.
What are you? Oh, I know you. You're that watcher took Dandelion out whoring. Gerald, right?
Not Gerald. Gerald.
Oh.
Gerald.
Dreadful sorry.
Explain something if you don't mind. You say I took Dandelion out whoring.
So he said. Claimed I was his one and only. But he fell in with the wrong folk. You and that dwarf who always looks like a cow licked him. Said you two were a bad example. Wine, women.
Song. He picked that habit up from us too? Gotta have a word with him. What do you think? Where could Dandelion be?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
This woman he was with in the harbour. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Covere. Ha! Horvere, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Claro que sí. Bueno. Capítulo terminado porque ya se me alargó mucho. En el próximo acabaremos de ver a las chicas de Jaskier, el travieso Jaskier. Pero ya será en el próximo capítulo.